Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That prayer reveals something profound about the purpose of prayer itself. Prayer was never designed simply as a way to ask God for things. Prayer is the place where our hearts are reshaped. It is where our anxiety meets God's space, or God's peace. It is where our anger is softened by His mercy. It is where our pride encounters His holiness. It is where our fears are placed into the hands of someone infinitely wiser than ourselves. When Jesus prayed, He was not informing the Father about events the Father did not know. Rather, He continually demonstrated dependence, communion, trust, and obedience. Before choosing the 12 disciples, He prayed. Before facing the cross, He prayed. After long days of ministering to crowds, He withdrew to lonely places to pray. Even in moments of exhaustion, Jesus made time to be alone with His Father. That rhythm teaches us something incredibly practical. Human beings were never created to carry every burden by themselves. We are often spending hours replaying conversations in our minds, imagining future problems, worrying about what others are thinking, or trying to control situations outside of our reach. Left unchecked, those thoughts become anxiety, resentment, bitterness, or despair. Prayer interrupts that cycle. Instead of endlessly rehearsing our problems, prayer redirects our attention toward God's character. Instead of asking, "How do I fix everything?" we begin asking, "Father, how would you have me respond?" Instead of trying to force justice with our own hands, we entrust justice to the one who judges perfectly. Prayer does not always change our circumstances immediately, but it often changes us while we wait. I have noticed this become increasingly true in my own life. These are situations where people may take advantage of kindness. There are misunderstanding motives, hide the truth, or behave unfairly. In the past, those moments could consume my thoughts. I would replay them repeatedly, wondering how to respond or wishing circumstances had unfolded differently. This is loose diving into me now. But slowly, through scripture and prayer, I have begun seeing those situations differently. Rather than asking why someone acted unfairly, I try to ask how Christ would want me to respond. Rather than trying to control every outcome, I try to trust that God sees what I cannot. Rather than allowing bitterness to grow, I try to remember how patient God has been with me throughout my own failures.